Yeah, I want to give Texas State a lot of credit. Came in with played with a lot of emotion and really wanted to gut out a win, and came in here and was able to steal a win. That's really big for them, and so my hat's off to those guys. Questions?
What trouble y'all had hitting three-pointers tonight? Was it man-to-man defense, or what was it?
You know, they're a good defensive team. We just again we really hadn't. It's been about 7-8 games where I felt like we haven't really shot the ball very well, and this is just another example of that. So, as I told the guys, you know, you got to play 20 conference games, and so, you know, you're not going to go undefeated or be 19-1 like we were a year ago. You know, that's not the goal or objective. The goal is to make sure that you get the 1 or the 2 seed. We've won a lot of games in here. At some point, it was going to happen. So, our team came in here and did it. But our three-point shooting is definitely something that needs to continue to improve.
And RJ's shooting tonight, over 10 on three-pointers. It looked like he hurt his knee or something on his leg early in the first half.
No, he's you know, he's in a really bad slump right now. You know, at the end of the day, there's no injury, it's nothing. He's in, and it's affecting him mentally more than anything else. And so, you know, he's just in one of those slumps that every player goes through, and he's got to figure it out. But you know, I thought some other guys, you know, really, you know, try to carry us. I thought, you know, especially Ryan Harrell really try to carry us. But you know, at the end, you know, we just, you know, we didn't make some plays at the end that, you know, that we normally, you know, a veteran team makes. You know, we just didn't make those.
Coach, can you talk about Gant? He was fairly quiet, and then he sort of came alive a little bit for him. And then the banked-in three was, you know,
yeah, and you know, and really, you know, that's his first three, maybe I think in his career. We got the guy that wanted to shoot it. We talked about fouls, 10 seconds to go, a little bit 2 minutes time to do that. We're a little tired, and so they switched off, and the shooter didn't get it, and you know, he banks in a three. You know, at some point, you know, you got to give him credit. It's just some nights it's just not your night. The guy never made a three, and he banks a three, and it's in it overtime.
Does this team have problems closing out games this year?
I don't think so. We've played a ton of close games. You know, the games we actually played all in Michigan were all close games and we won. So, you know, again, you know, each team takes on its own personality in that regards, and so, you know, there were some plays that, you know, some of our guys made that you know, again, you can't make, and so, you know, there are a lot of different things that you can look at in this game that shouldn't even got to that, to be honest with you, and we just, you know, we just weren't. I was worried about this game the whole time. You know, but give Texas State credit; they did a nice job.
Coach, it seems like Curtis Washington, you know, he's not really playing with a lot of confidence. I don't know if you see that. You talk about a little bit about that. It seems like, you know, he's trying not to make a mistake.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's you know, right now we're just trying to find the guys that are playing, you know, that we can win a game with at the end. And so, you know, some guys play some heavy minutes because we just wanted to kind of stick with TJ in that regards. And, you know, a lot of guys just kind of play, you know, some heavy minutes in that regards. But, you know, Kurt will be fine. You know, he just got to figure it out. I think, you know, even right now we're just kind of in that valley a little bit, and so we got to get out of that.
Coach, are there any thoughts about how your guard rotation is right now? It seems like you've got some good moments and some tougher moments, but Ware's been playing pretty well. You know, RJ's been struggling, but Ryan had a really nice night tonight.
Yeah, they are. I mean, you know, again, as I said before, this is kind of a team game, and you know, you kind of win together, you lose together, and I didn't think we played well at all in all facets of it. When we play in all facets, we're a really good team, and we just didn't tonight. But again, you know, let's give that credit to Texas State. I thought Texas State did a good job and making plays when they had to.
I mean, was there any shot or any thought in your mind that maybe some of the guys found it looking ahead to Lafayette?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we you know, that's something we you know, we try to address that. You know, again, in this league, you've got to come out and play, and sometimes you take things for granted. You know, when you think, you know, we won so many games here, you think you just show up and you think you're just automatically gonna win. And I think they found out that it doesn't matter. You got to come and play. And when you're in conference play, you know, every game is a big game. And so, you know, it's something that we got to make sure that we understand, and so I think we got a major league wake-up call with that today. They didn't like yesterday's practice, didn't really like shoot around today, but you know, again, sometimes you got to be smacked upside the head to realize that you know, to kind of wake you up a little bit.
You talked about how needed the Troy loss was last year to kind of wake them up at that point in the year. Do you think that could be use as a similar way this game?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I do think that, and I've said before, each year and each team is different, and so when you play 20 league games, that's a lot of league games, and so you're going to have to, we kept talking about some games you got to grind out, and we didn't do a good enough job grinding this game out like we should have, and so I don't know. It's too early for wake up calls and those type of things, and so you got to turn around and not think about it. Got to go play Lafayette, and you got to turn around and play a Troy team who doesn't play all week, and we'll be sitting there waiting on us. So the week didn't get any easier for us.
How do you get RJ going again?
It's just more of a mental thing. I think that he has to see the ball go in a little bit. He's just a little mentally frustrated a little bit, and so he's got to just relax and let it come to him and not try to force it and not worry about the shot I missed or the attempt I didn't get. And so and for him, I'll be honest with you, this was a learning experience for him. You've got to learn and grow from this, and he will.
Coach, Kevin Ware had a pretty good game coming off the bench again. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, Kevin did a nice job. I mean, there's some rebounds. He probably missed a few rebounds, but I think he's getting comfortable in what he's doing a little bit now, and it's back-to-back games of double figures. But as I said before, this is more about our team. Our team, the whole team has to play better. We've got to do a much better job, and so and that's what happened. So.